Welcome back to the J. Davis Show. Our final guest is in the building, Coriz TheWrita. I like to say, yeah, me and Jay call you Coriz. So
Coriz, so you sound
Puerto Rican. My name. They think I'm gonna sing Latin and shit. Look at her, right?
What's happening, Coriz?
You know, look at because what happened was.
What's been up with you lately?
What's up? Nothing much. A lot, but nothing. But a lot.
What does that mean?
A lot of nothing. And nothing in a lot.
I mean, I was looking at your legs while you was the whole time. M-Dubs was funny as shit, but I was like, yeah.
You want to bite your leg.
I wanted to bite shit out yours.
Yeah, especially anyway.
But
talk earlier.
What's new? What you working on?
Speaking of biting things, no.
You know what? I'm not even gonna go there.
Ooh.
Yeah, so anyway, I'm trying to bite stuff. Always trying to bite something. Always teething.
So
we talking about biting, choking, everything.
Yeah, licking, sticking, everybody.
Yeah. Nice.
Free fall.
So what's been up?
What a day. Oh, well, a lot. And, you know, just basically I'm working for you. Been working a lot for you.
If you working for me, you and that clothes.
You can't be
ain't working for me. I ain't like Nino Brown.
We had to talk about this whole sexual harassment. Like,
That's some type of something.
I'm sure there's a law against that type of shit. I'm just saying.
It don't count if you pull out.
Jay has to stop smiling since you actually walked in the door.
Right.
We've been working together. You ain't been working.
Yeah, we've been working together. I've been working with J. Davis a lot. This is my brother. Love him to death.
Like, we like Alabama
pieces.
brothers and sisters. Like,
Yeah. With the incest thing. The incest of the South.
Man, speaking of that, somebody sent me an invite on Facebook to a group called Brothers and Sisters, those who have been involved in or those thinking about incest.
How do you get invited to that?
I don't even know. I'm like, what would make you think that I would be invited?
Are you serious?
Who invited me to that shit?
That should be reported.
They should be arrested for that.
Oh, shit.
That should be a spam box.
Why would you think it's okay to invite me to that? Do I look like an incestuous type of nigga? Like
I'm insulted.
oh.
And then what's your new project?
Okay, back to okay.
I'm sorry. I got off subject.
I mean, I'm still stuck on M-Dubs. I'm smiling in my spirit. This
Yeah,
food,
you
this
right.
food. But
So did you let M-Dub smash?
no. What?
Oh, okay.
Okay.
I just asked. It was just a random question while we was there.
Right.
I just know. She said, I can't get over M-Dubs. And when somebody's thinking about you like that, I just put it out there.
But the jokes. You know what?
Right.
Okay, Pierce.
I got you, Coriz. Gross.
Okay, I'm done. I'm done.
Well, I have a new project coming out.
I'm just going to tell you, bro, when you on the show. What's up?
Yeah, you don't need to.
You have a new project?
You got bashful and shit.
Cheeks red as hell. J. Davis black as hell with red cheeks right now, y'all.
Bitch. What's your new project?
Well, we have Visions, Atoms, and Bombs coming up. I'm working with Carlos Wilder, who is out of town. We're working with, working with that, and we got like a couple of shows coming up, a couple of festivals that I have to do coming up. Actually, I'm going to St. Louis, and y'all was talking about St. Louis, STL.
Good luck with that.
In July. I did it before, actually. I played at the spot, the Blueberry Hill Lounge, where Chuck Berry actually still plays. And the only place he plays in St. Louis. And I had a good time, so, you know.
Chuck Berry's still alive?
Yeah, he's still alive and performing.
So something.
That's beautiful.
So where can people actually find your music?
You can go on iTunes, look up Coriz. You'll see a couple of things on the album Inevitable, and you'll see a single by it's called Sweet Medication from the Visions, Atoms, and Bombs.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sounds interesting.
Yeah, it is very interesting.
So what is this sweet medication that you're singing about?
Well, it's like it's kind of like a stalker song. But like it's just
Somebody stalking you or you stalking somebody?
it was just an idea. Like, basically when I write things.
Don't dance around the question.
I'm trying to tell you, Jay. Like, basically when I write things, I'm either writing about someone else's situation, my situation, nature. It's like
Okay,
whatever comes.
that's the cleanup segue.
Yeah.
Now, are you the stalker or the stalkee?
I'm not a stalker. It's just, it's kind of that thing
I'm not
where
calling you anything. I'm just asking about the song. Are you the stalker or the stalkee?
I'm the stalky, damn it, damn. I'm the
Okay,
stalky.
okay, well then that's cool, because I was about to say, I was gonna take back that M-Dub statement, he may not wanna smash you because you're a stalker. But now that you're not a stalker, it's okay.
You know what? All
I'm
right.
just saying. I'm just
The
saying.
effect you have, Jay.
Yeah.
What
Rubbed off
time
my
is it?
brothers. What?
I'm not saying nothing.
Of course, listen to it. So you know.
I'm right here.
Right, just I know it's hard, but I mean, tell us about. I guess I'm immune to it. Tell us about your new company, C Major.
Oh, okay, CC Major, yeah. Okay, so CC Major is actually a songwriter production company that we started. Me and Carlos Wilder started, and basically we just like shopping along the beat with the lyrics. So basically, we're doing pretty good so far, and it's just getting off the ground in May. So we just, you know, you need a writer, you need a producer, or you need both, and you got CC Major.
That's what's
Whatever
up.
you need. So
Whatever you
One stop shop, baby.
yep,
Bam.
doing movies and all.
Hey.
Whatever you need.
Soundtracks.
You know
and
what?
on.
I'm just asking.
Don't do the undertones, but the whenever you need, whatever you need. What you say?
Whatever you need.
Okay.
That's what you
Let
said.
the record show that I quit.
Well, you two are hitting it off. Right, of course.
Okay, where do
We are
you
blushing.
see yourself?
Right, you can't stop
Can't
smiling.
stop smiling on cheesy.
I'm trying to do an interview.
Okay.
Not really. For real, he like,
You like,
go ahead, Paris, with the question.
Right.
And just, you know,
So,
staring forward.
I got a perfect question.
Go ahead.
How was your first experience with a live band?
Oh, boom. There you go. Actually, that wasn't my first. That's just my first in a long time. But it was great. Yeah.
Hey, that's all.
It was good. It was actually good. It was good to be back on stage with just that live feeling behind you. And it took me to another place. And it's just, I would love to have that feeling all the time.
Was it orgasmic?
It was a little.
oh my
It's better
God.
than sex.
It was a
Was
little.
it
We
better
always
than
gotta
sex?
get back into
Because
sex.
it has to come,
Yeah,
everything
I'm
comes
saying.
back down.
I think y'all need sex rehab. You and Jay, both of the Jays.
You was right there, so
I don't know.
You
know
said
what
it's
y'all
better
talking
than
about.
sex.
I don't even know what y'all talking about. Huh?
Right, I'm saying though, like, now look, you see how, I can't do no dirt with you, Paris. You might tell on me, man. She
I'm
like,
not a snitch.
no, she just,
I'm not a
She's
snitch.
Okay,
very
okay.
I'm very discreet.
discretion.
I am.
Shout out
Trust
to
me.
discretion.
I am discreet. Hey, if you knew some. Anyway,
You know what?
Man, listen, don't get me started.
Can we
I just
focus on
quit.
chorus?
Let's focus on chorus.
All right, since the last time you was here,
Mhm.
how do you feel about Chicago music scene now?
Since the last time I was here, since Atlanta and since LA, you know what? I kind of feel like what M-Dubs was saying is like when you go to another place, they really appreciate you. Like they really you get on stage and you just like God to them. Like you just like something so different and so out of the box, and you just you get that feeling. It's addictive. For me, like I love performing out of town. Like I love performing. I'll do a show out of town and say F Chicago before I do one here. I love Chicago, but it's just like when you know everybody and you just you expect the same outcome all the time.
But the reception is different when you're there because none of these people, you know what I mean? None of these people know you. And so they're really paying attention to the art as opposed to someone who came out to support you because they know you.
Right,
You understand what I'm saying?
exactly. And that's what I appreciate. I appreciate the loyal fans. Like that's what I appreciate those fans that will travel to see you and it'll just come anytime. Like and Coriz is performing. Like I haven't seen her perform. I got a lot of those the night I performed Saturday. Like I haven't seen you in a while. I can't wait to see you. Stuff like that. And it was like I appreciate that. I appreciate someone. I'm not a very I don't like a lot of attention, but just to know you talented and somebody's watching your talent and harping your talent is great. It's like a great feeling. And when you go out of town, it's just like they appreciate that type of difference. That type of like you said, Chicago is very competitive. And it's not a lot of, I think a lot of writers here, like a lot of songwriters, writers, like that really can get in tune and get in touch with, their feelings and put it into a song. And so that's why I think that's where my lane lies, a lot in the writing. But, I love Chicago. It's a different feeling when you performing out of town.
How often do you write?
Man, they'll tell you, like, I'm writing all the time.
Yeah.
Everything, all the time. Like, all the time.
Keep a notepad.
Yeah.
With you
Actually, I take my laptop everywhere I go. Like, my iPhone. I got, like, probably over 1,000 songs, like, over in a month. But, like, I depend on, like, the Beatles concept where like you dedicate 8 hours a day into your craft and you have nothing but greatness to come out of that. So like I'm up to like 5 hours a day.
Wow, that's great.
Yeah, like where I can get it in. Like it ain't not 5 hours straight.
We actually she was writing a song in the car influenced by Brian McKnight. Me and her gonna do my alias Klondike Bars. So we gotta put together. The song is entitled "Baby Batter in Your Face." Together, and it's gonna be amazing.
He is really serious. Y'all laughing.
No, I believe that. Funny.
He been bugging me about this damn song.
Oh my Coriz, what we gonna do? Coriz. Oh my God, that is hilarious. I can't wait to hear this song.
Niggas gonna be like, God damn, that's what I gotta compete with.
Well, you say you up to writing like what, 5 hours?
Yeah,
like
that's 5 hours.
That's like great. For me, I don't know. Like I mean, I dedicate a lot of time to perfecting my voice. Like as far as playing with my voice, as far as ad-libbing. Like I don't write anymore. I used to write every day, day in, day out for hours on end, but now I have to hear something that inspires me to write. Like that's why I'm at with it. Like, cause I guess between like the training, my children, and all that. Like, for me, like somebody has to send me something that I'm really inspired by to be like, oh, and then that's when I jump and I start writing. Because I know you get swamped with tracks like I do. Like people send me tracks and I'm like, wah, wah.
Yeah, I do. Yeah, that's like another thing too. Like it's like people want me to do so many features and like some of them I just won't do.
Yeah, it don't even make sense though. It don't even make sense.
Be equating together.
Put my hand in the purse. Get a bush ahead. Like I can't.
But it's like some things just don't. It's just out of character. With like it just don't.
It don't match.
Yeah, it just don't match
the direction that you're trying to go.
Right.
But you know what? People have a really hard time understanding that when you try to explain that to them. I had a guy hit me up. Like, man, you don't remember me, but I'm from the Claire Courts. Like, I'm from there, Dub's from there. And I work with talented people from my neighborhood. I don't care about that. I said, man, so shoot me some music. Homie shot me some music. I'm like, man, maybe I should send them back a post office application or something. You know what I'm saying? This is how horrible this shit was.
Oh, wow.
I guess you wasn't feeling my flows. I said, man, I'm not really trying to go in that direction. Oh, man, I just wish you could help me out though. I was like, nigga, I'm busy helping me.
Right.
Right. People don't know. Like I'm not on. Like I can't get no.
I don't know. Like everybody thinks that like it's this perception that I'm balling out of control. Like,
just,
and I would like to know.
It's like you set the tone. It's like you setting the tone. It's like, man, I want to work as hard as like people think I got a deal. Like I don't got no damn deal.
Is your goal to get a deal?
You know what? No, it used to be, but now it's not.
The
like
I'd
rather be independent, and because I've seen people ship sold and sing, like over, saying like over, and I my brother, Jay Hollins, he showed me a lot of, what's in the game, and it's just I've seen a lot, I've traveled a lot, and it's just like, as a woman, I just feel like it's so many, it's like, like how they do. It's not even just it's really
way worse
for women,
like
in the industry, and it's just like they expect things, right?
Really
like if you're not having sex for tracks, or you're not willing to bring yourself down.
If you ain't getting what's the chick named Jocelyn from Hip Hop and Love Atlanta.
It's just I'm this type of person. I'm not willing to do that. I feel like talented enough to just like you want my talent or you don't want the talent. So that's just how it is. So it's just like this industry is gone to bits, and it's you can make more money being independent, and you can be more respected being independent than selling out to be. I won't say selling out. I don't like to use that because you want to sell out, but it's like just going
becoming a slave for a record label and giving them
25%. You know, you lose your control, your creative control. I don't even think I could live without writing, you know, writing what I want to write.
Or somebody telling you can't perform when you want to perform.
Right, when I want to perform or do what I want to
do. Oh yeah,
do.
I've been through that. So you're liking the deal, like you can't do anything that resembles likeliness to what they signed you for. So, and it's a weird place to be in because they're snatching pretty much your livelihood from you. And then, like, you know, the deals now are structured where they're recouping their money that they're put into you. They're also taking publishing percentages, and then they're also taking 25% of all of your ancillary property. So, which means that if you get booked to appear somewhere, they didn't have nothing to do with it. Your manager booked it. Now, your manager automatically gets anywhere between 20 to 25%. Not only do you have to pay your manager 25% out of what you get, the record label automatically gets 25% of your show money, which is a no-no. They didn't have anything to do with that, but they're taking it off top now. So that's like a big thing that they're doing. They're locking everybody in these 360 situations to where they recoup their money, they get their publishing percentage, you know, they get the bulk of the record sales and still give you your meager, 6 to 8 cents, something like that. And then they still get 25% of all of your ancillary properties. So it's a win-win for them, and they don't really give a shit what happens to you. Whereas you can sell 10 to 20,000 records at $7 a pop, or $10 a pop, and your distributor gets $3 and you get $7, and your overhead is so low. You know what I mean? There's no middleman basically. So it's a win-win for you. You didn't have to sell 2 million records just to make. You sold 20,000 and made that same amount of money.
Right.
So, how does it feel working with somebody like Carlos?
How does it feel? Oh, you know what? It's amazing. Like, you know, it's a blessing actually to have someone like, you know, the talented to complement your talent. And it's, you know, it's a once in a lifetime that you actually find that person that actually can complement what you're doing and like knows exactly where you want to go with your music and knows exactly what door, you know, like where you fit. Even though like I have a problem with picking a genre. So that, you know, that's my problem because I write so much and it's like, you know, if I hear something and I'm feeling it, it'll go where I want it to go. But it's, you know, like I get a lot of questions on what genre I want to be in, and you know, it might be okay for some people and some, you know, I have like things with record labels where they're like, what genre do you want to be in, or where do you fit, or where do you see yourself?
So they can't put you in the
right.
You know what your answer to that should be? So I don't want to be in the genre of box. I just want to be, and just leave it there. Because that always throws people off. Because I tell people that all the time.
Yeah, it's like that's just what it is. Like I don't want to be in this, you know, this box. If I want to write, you know, I've ghostwritten for rappers. I've done hella things. It's just like people won't even expect that type of thing. Or you know, looking at a woman, you know, or you know, a ghostwriter. I've ghostwritten for years.
That's great.
Before people even knew who I was. But you know, it's just that I think like staying independent. And like what Jay was saying is just like all it is just you doing the administrative work yourself. You know, you're willing to get out there and learn and, you know, hustle and learn what they've learned, and you know, you could pick up a book and learn this industry, you know, and learn the paperwork and the back work. I went to Columbia College. I graduated from Columbia, so I got the gist of, you know, I'm learning. It's hands-on also, but it's like you just getting that administrative, learning about music publishing and learning about that stuff. So, you know, just setting yourself up to go independent.
So what's your overall goal for your writings? Because you have like 1,000 songs. I mean, I'll be like, hey, got a song for sale. I'll start distributing them out because you're a great writer, obviously. You know, and how do you, with that being said as well, too, how do you feel about other writers like Candy Burris? How do you feel about her? Because it seems like she kind of meddle in different things too, with country to pop and all those type of things.
Yeah. Actually, like the writers that I've always, you know what, I feel like, you know, like somebody around my age, I respect those people, but I look to the Chuck Berrys and the Baby Faces and the the old writers, like I take that back, Tina Turner and Ike Turner and Aretha Franklin and stuff like those are the people that I actually look up to that set the tone for me. I know it's something about that, like me being young and then people are not expecting that from me. Like that type of just listening to that type of music. Like it's like if you go into the car, you hear Chuck Berry, you hear Babyface, or you might hear Brian McKnight,
right.
And people like me with my age, they probably be like, what the hell? Like, why are you listening to this?
So what is your goal with your songs?
Well,
as far as I know you're gonna keep some for yourself, but
yeah. I'm looking, I've been doing a lot of movie work, actually. I had my songs within the Genesee story in LA. It's been in a lot of shorts film. I got nominated for an Emmy this past year, so
congratulations
for the college, the CTA. So I'm looking at a lot of film work and commercial work, stuff like that. Like just that lane, and I want to be in the forefront, but I also want to I want to dabble in that because I think that just looking at a scene in a movie and just being able to write about it and and match it to that movie and being just being visual. Like me, I'm very visual, so if I see something, I'm like, man, I can write about this. So just doing stuff like that.
That's an awesome gift.
Thank you.
That's what's up.
Thank you.
If you could write something about baby battle on your face. Man, I know. If you could take on that type of challenge of Davis, right, exactly. Man, you was slamming though. That's what's up. Oh my goodness.
So what was it like working on Shots Fired soundtrack?
It was good. It had its moments. we had our moments.
I never said fuck so many rappers. We
had our moments. We did. It was what? Now that I look back on it though, it was fun. Like it was fun. It was like just knowing we had something to do. Like we got something to do, and we was dedicated to it, and it was fun. We had our moments where rappers didn't show up. It was so many rappers that wanted to be on it, but they hit us up after the soundtrack came out. Like, we want to be nigga. Hold on, we was kind of getting mad.
That's how niggas do though. Yeah. Man, why you ain't hit me like
after they heard, after they saw that lineup, we was really getting it in. We was really hustling, hustling to get these artists. And when they saw the lineup and heard the tracks, they was like, oh, this is what y'all was doing, yeah, nigga. But you thought it was a joke.
Right, you thought it was gonna be a flop.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We just doing
you thought it was a joke. I know I ain't like as big as Jay Hollins in the city, but I was trying to get there. But once they did, it was once they heard it and they heard the product, it's a soundtrack. It's not a lot of good soundtracks, and that soundtrack is
because people don't make soundtracks no more. It's like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Like Waiting to Exhale soundtrack.
Yeah, I still have it.
Crazy.
Set it off.
Like one of those.
Dead Presidents.
Crazy.
Yeah.
Above the Rim.
Yep.
Like that was when but you know what? That needs to come back, man. That needs to come back. Just a collaboration.
Y'all bringing that back.
Collaboration, the artists. That needs to come back, man. That's all I'm saying.
As a result of that soundtrack, I had 4 offers for me to be on some fucking mixtapes. I need to do a sketch on my mixtape. All right, what you want me to do? I don't know. Just come by. I'm like, nigga, really?
He go directing them towards me. I don't want to do that.
I gave like 6 people your number.
Little Shorty Pistol Starters mixtape.
Right.
Shorty Pistol Starter. Guns and Drugs. On the mixtape.
Oh my God. Terrible.
Funniest one, I was with Rafi, and he was like, hey, you know a guy named Black Gaddafi? I'm like, no. He's like, well, he said my homie Jay Davis gonna do a sketch with me. I'm like, I don't know that nigga. He's like, well, I told him I knew you, but he said he know you too. I'm like, no, I don't know nobody.
See, no, that's that fake knowing people. That's that industry shit, because I do that shit too. It's like, yeah, that's my man. Like, yeah, that's my. I don't know.
Yeah. That's my boy.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was good to have just to put Jay out there, help him promote the movie. And, it's good to just to bag him up on something, just be a part of something good that be a part of.
I see you scratching her leg.
It wasn't itching, but anyway.
Right.
Ooh, good Lord.
You know what? You is a pirate.
He can't help himself.
Because it's a off-the-shoulder shirt.
And something else gonna probably come along with it.
Right, that's what he
Follow
tried to do.
on.
I got him double secured today.
Okay, good. She knew better.
Shout out to Teddy Meat once again. That's my six. That's my six shout out to Teddy Meat today on the show.
Bros,
Oh my goodness. Right.
Jay, you be pulling out titties, bro?
Huh?
Yeah,
You
Jay
say
will
pull
do
out.
anything.
I just want to see the nipple. That's it. I want to prove my theory every time
The
I meet a
areola.
new person.
Areola.
Like,
Have you told Coriz about the areola method?
yeah, like I can look at somebody's top upper lip and see. I know what color they nipple are. That's
Okay, I want to know now.
That means
Shit blew my mind
He
too. I was
said,
like,
he said I had a gift since I was 19. He was
Okay.
so serious.
Oh,
And I'm able
Wait,
to
you
tell
got
what
to
color
know.
a
You said,
woman
yeah, I'm
areola is.
verifying.
You said 9?
Nine.
Did you say 9 or 19?
19.
Oh,
He
okay.
said I'm able to tell like how the color of the lady's areola due to her upper lip. We were like, what? Jay was like, I don't know if that's a gift, but okay.
I wouldn't necessarily call that
Right.
a
We
gift.
called it
That
a
might be
gift.
some shit that gets you locked up.
Right.
Come here for a second. Let me talk
Bro,
to you.
they're telling little kids that when you get older, I think I know what color you Jay,
your
come on.
areola go be? You
Kids
know
are
what?
limits. I hope
Like
you don't
looking
get
at
that.
the
When she
baby.
get older, her areola gonna be the color on top of it. That is so terrible.
Well, you alright, Trey? Not going?
Mr. Therapist. Let me slow down now if you're writing this. I'm wondering, did you notice that I'm a specialist? I wanna know everything. I'm like a scientist. I hate love songs, but I'm writing one for you. What's up? This your girl Jamisha Trice, and I'm listening to the Jay Davis Show every Saturday from 2 to 4. Jay Davis, you nasty.